Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bear Brown makes it to the big time. Alaskan Bush People star Bear Brown is crazy about Batman villain Joker, and now he told Discovery fans that he made it to the big time with his cosplay fan-made movies. Raven Adams' husband has been at it since late last year, although he took a hiatus while he worked up on the ranch in Washington. Bear Brown made a Joker cosplay movie. Recently, Amy's son told his fans on social media that both Raven and his son River would be upset with him. In fact, he hadn't yet finished his latest project with the Joker, so he needed to shave off his beard again. He'd run out of time to get the filming done for his project, and Raven doesn't like him without his beard. However, he probably joked around as she previously supported him by promoting his cosplay competition. ABP fans didn't all get the cosplay Joker scenes by Bear Brown. When he started sharing photos of his Joker passion, a lot of people who didn't know the character wondered what he was up to. Some of it looked really dark, and his followers thought that he was making independent horror movies, as he'd upped his social media game with Cameo and TikTok. They thought he probably struggled for cash. However, as time went by, they discovered what he was really up to. Nowadays, he gets a lot of support from Discovery fans. By April this year, Alaskan Bush People fans understood that Bear Brown entered a cosplay competition associated with a children's charity competition. Voting time became tight, and he urged his followers to back him for the Starlight Children's Foundation's fundraiser. If you don't know, the organization focuses on very sick kids, and the money helps to support thousands of children in healthcare facilities stateside. Now, his efforts took him to the big time. Making it to the big time. This weekend, the ABP star took to his Instagram and shared a photo of himself, all dressed up with amazing makeup. Proudly, he wrote, "The Joker is back. Be sure to check out the November issue of Star magazine to see my unique Joker pics you won't see anywhere else." Photos by Bam. Fans like that Joshua Bam Brown also supported his brother with his Joker efforts. In the comments, one of them wrote, "Bam's a great photographer. Looking forward to seeing the spread." Of course, those fans who don't live in the USA hoped that in time, he shares them on his social media. Perhaps until the photos officially emerge in the Star, Bear Brown might not be able to share all of them. However, it gives ABP fans something to look forward to. The follower commented, "Great picture. I can't wait to see the other pictures y'all got. Great job, Bam." Updates on TikTok. In recent days, the Discovery Channel star shared several updates about his project. In one of them on TikTok, Bear Brown posted about how he got back from finalizing everything. Plus, he shouted out "Bam Bam" again. The Alaskan wilderness is where Bear Brown's soul thrives. It's a place that tests the limits of human endurance, a frontier where only the wildest hearts survive, and Bear, true to his name, has always been a force of nature. But something had shifted in the untamed Brown family member. Once content with scaling mountains and battling the elements, Bear began to hear a calling that wasn't the howl of the wolves or the cry of the eagles. It was the roar of fame. Bear's journey into the spotlight began like so many of his great adventures, unexpectedly. When the cameras first arrived at the Brown family's doorstep to film Alaskan Bush People Bear didn't think much of it. He was focused on what he always had been, living life in the wild, climbing trees, racing through the thick brush, and feeling the wind rush past him like a high-speed train. Yet there was something electric about the cameras that Bear never anticipated. They captured him in his element, raw and real, and the world took notice. For years, fans of Alaskan Bush People marveled at his daring stunts, his explosive energy, and his unshakable zest for life. Bear was not just a man of the wild. He was the wild, and as the seasons rolled on, his following grew. Social media platforms buzzed with Bear's antics. Fan pages popped up in his honor, and the once reclusive mountain man became a sensation beyond the bounds of Alaska's wilderness. Still, Bear remained humble. He often joked with his family about his growing fame. "The only spotlight I need is the sun," he'd say with a grin, brushing it off like the snowflakes that clung to his jacket during winter's worst storms. But deep down, a fire was burning brighter than ever, a desire to push beyond what he knew, to share his love for the wild with more than just his TV audience. His big break came when a major outdoor survival network caught wind of Bear's wild ways. They had been searching for someone who embodied the spirit of true wilderness survival, not just for show, but for real. They wanted authenticity, and Bear was that and more. An executive reached out to him through a message on Instagram, where Bear had gained an impressive following. The offer was on the table. Bear Brown, the ultimate wild man, would get his own show. Bear was floored. His love for the wilderness had never been about fame or money. But here was a chance to merge two worlds he cared deeply about: survival in the untamed and connecting with the people who admired him from afar. The show wasn't just going to be another survival program. It was going to be Bear's survival program. A raw, unfiltered look at how Bear Brown faced the wild with nothing but his wits, his heart, and the occasional makeshift tool crafted from his surroundings. He accepted the offer, though he warned the producers, "I don't do things halfway. I'm not here to pretend. If we're doing this, it's going to be real, wild, and real." The show, titled Bear vs. the Wild *, launched to incredible fanfare. It wasn't like anything people had seen before. In each episode, Bear was dropped into increasingly dangerous and remote locations, from the sweltering heat of the Australian outback to the freezing tundras of Siberia. But Bear didn't flinch. He embraced the challenges with his signature energy, sprinting through deserts, climbing sheer cliffs, and diving into icy waters as if his life depended on it, which often it did. But Bear vs. the Wild wasn't just about survival. It was about Bear's philosophy, his deep, almost spiritual connection with nature. Between death-defying stunts and breathtaking views of nature's most hostile environments, Bear shared stories about his family, his life in the bush, and what it truly meant to be wild. Viewers were mesmerized. His ability to stay grounded while dancing on the edge of danger was magnetic. Within months, Bear was a household name. He became a symbol of resilience, the human spirit's power to thrive in the most difficult circumstances. Magazines and talk shows clamored for interviews, eager to get a glimpse into the mind of the man who could wrestle a bear 1 minute and speak poetically about the beauty of an untouched landscape the next. Bear, always the humble warrior, handled it all with grace. Still, despite the fame, Bear never strayed from his roots. When asked how it felt to be the face of a globally successful survival show, Bear chuckled, shaking his mane of dark hair. "I'm just a bush man. This is what I do. The cameras are just along for the ride." But the cameras weren't the only ones along for the ride. Soon enough, Bear's life was filled with offers, brand deals, collaborations, even a line of Bear Brown-approved outdoor gear. But Bear remained selective, always staying true to the values he grew up with in the Alaskan wilderness. He partnered with environmental causes, advocated for the protection of the wilderness, and made sure that any project with his name on it stayed true to the wild.